I'm Tammy. Welcome to Azar.
And today we are going to do the Daughters Takeover.
So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
And press that notification bell.
Alright, so our tea for the day is Swiss Miss. Because we know about our bush life.
No.
Right? So, what is this good for, Destiny?
I don't even know, girl.
It tastes good and just some hot water and you're good to go.
So, Kathian, we are here with our daughters. This is my firstborn, Destiny.
And this is my second-born, Tammy.
And we took a chance on these girls today because, you know, they are going to say some things about us. We are not sure, Kathian, if we're going to like some of these things.
Yes, we are
But
not
we are
sure.
having a mother-daughter show today where they are going to say some things about us that they like and some things they don't like.
Yes.
So let's go right in. My first question for both of them. What type of parenting style would you say that Kathian and I have? Is it authoritative, permissive, or are we neglectful parents?
You take that one.
Okay, definitely authoritative. I mean, what she says goes, as it should be. But it wasn't to the point where you're just doing it without understanding. You always had a reason behind it. So it wasn't to say just, you know, do I say and that's it. There's always a reasoning behind it, and it was always done with love.
Okay. Well, I would say my mommy is a mixture of both permissive and authoritative. I would say permissive because she gives me the freedom to be myself. And authoritative, as you said, what she says goes. She ain't breaking no rules at all.
Well, Kathian, it is important to be that way, especially when the children are growing up, because sometimes you cannot be too permissive at a young age because we want to give them guidelines. So, you know, when they were growing up, is what mommy say, you do.
Yes, and I could give an example of that. Tamara started to play the violin when she was about 6 years old. And a certain time, probably when she was about 11, she came and told me, Mommy, I don't want to play this violin again. And I said, you are going right back to that class next week, Saturday, and play. And now she did her degree in music and she's a violin teacher. And she loves it. At that age, sometimes children do not know what they want.
Yes.
So we can't afford to be just permissive and whatever they want. Parents have to have a say in their children's life. We are older, we are more mature, and young people may not understand things at a certain age.
That's right, that's right. And, you know, at that age, Kathian, they feel that their mother is the worst thing out.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's not so. It's because you want to give them that start, that guideline. Children really don't know, you know, children really feel they know, but they don't know.
Yes.
You know, so we are here, God, give us the role as parents to guide them.
That's
now, when
right.
they are Tammy age and Destiny age, we can now relax a little bit.
Yes.
You know, and be able to give them permission and be a little more permissive
Yes.
in our parenting.
And Arlene, not that alone, before you go on, long ago, when my mother cut my tail and thing, I used to say, oh gosh, only beating me. And now that I'm grown, I appreciate every slap. I know people said do not hit your children and whatever, but she guided. But it's only when I got older I said, God, thank God for my mother that she didn't allow me to do what I wanted to do.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, question number 2. Do you think your mother is proud of you?
I know my mommy is proud of me. And I say this because, you know, sometimes a parent would only tell their child, okay, she is proud of them only when they do something. Not this lady over here. My mommy will randomly say, Destiny, I am so proud of you. I could be walking through the corridor or even now getting up in the morning and my mommy would just randomly, it is be weird sometimes, and she will be like, Destiny, I am proud of you. So I know that my mommy is proud.
Same. I know my mom is very proud of me. Not only by actually saying it, but just, you know, if she see you doing something and the little smile you get and the little, you can say, hey boy, watch my daughter now. You can just see it on the face.
It is so true.
Yes, and it is important to let our children know that we are proud.
Yeah.
It shouldn't only be coming from one side. Criticism, criticism, criticism.
Yes.
That's all that is dished out. There are times when we may have to say something, but and there are times when you may have to critique something, but it must be balanced
Yeah.
with letting them know that you are proud of them.
Yes.
Good.
And I know it's important, like Destiny say, not to wait only when they do something to tell them, but just to let them know, you being my daughter, I am proud.
It's enough.
It's enough. You came from me, I am proud.
Because
we got stuck. You know, and you let them know, because children need to hear the praises of their parents.
Yes.
They may move like they don't care, you know, but they need to hear. And you know, I am really proud of my daughter. You know, Destiny's a very kind child, and,
Yeah.
and for these things alone, I am proud.
Yes, and I am proud for Tamara because she is a black and white child. Not because she's wearing black and white, but because her yay is yay and her nay is nay. And I always, there was something I wanted to let her know. I'm so proud of you for that, because it means I can trust. So I'm so proud of that. That simple thing.
Yeah.
All right? Did I see a tear there?
Well, we're moving from the proud moment to the not so proud moment. So we want to know, what is the most embarrassing thing that your mom ever did to you or with you?
Yeah, tell me take now.
Well, it's kind of weird because I don't really think I have an embarrassing moment. There are some things that some people would consider an embarrassing moment, but for me it isn't. Like, you know, showing your baby pictures, those things aren't embarrassing for me. It's like, you know, your mom is proud, so some of these things that people might find embarrassing is, you know, she's just like, you know, so I don't really think I have one, to be honest.
Well, girl, I have one. Let me tell you something. So, guys, I would say my most embarrassing moments would be, you know, sometimes when we walk in a store, my lovely mother, the first thing she will do is ask for a sale, right? And you know, depending on the item, there's a specific percentage off of the item. And my mommy would ask for a discount on top of the discount. I am so embarrassed. Sometimes my sister and I would just walk away and pretend, you know, we didn't walk with mommy at all. That was embarrassing.
I love it.
Well, I should say that their Destiny. It's not totally embarrassing, but my mom did do something similar. She will go in a store, and if she don't like the price, you know how we just say, you know what, I'll go pass it back to save fair. She's like, oh God, no.
We have freedom of speech in the store. We could watch it and say, no, we don't want that. Why that price so high? I know my money in my pocket, and I want a discount on it. It is my right to ask for a discount. If you don't want to give me the discount, say, no, mom, I cannot. When them start to spend their money, they will understand. I'm spending my money and I want a discount.
Yes. Question. What would you wish for that I would have done differently?
Well, I don't wish for anything because I feel like my mommy did a fine job raising me. So my answer is short and sweet for this one.
To be done differently, I think it's with time there's growth. I don't think that there's something in particular that I would have done differently, because there's, you know, something at a time, because there are things that she would have done then that she doesn't do now because of growth. So I don't think there's anything that you could really do differently.
We are good mothers then, girl. We are good mothers.
You know, while that is true for them, you know, Destiny was my firstborn, and of course I didn't have a manual, but looking back now, I said to myself, I wish if I had done certain things differently, or I wish I knew certain things. So I try to do better now with Dana, where I feel that I missed the mark with Destiny. But Destiny, thank you that you think I did well.
Yes, definitely.
So my next question is, what experience or memory would you cherish with your mother? Anybody? Silence on this one? We have
So many.
For me, I think it would be the car rides, you know. those are the times where we have the heart-to-heart conversation. Sometimes my mommy will wait. I feel like she's wait until the car rides to say the world of stuff from the beginning of the week to the end of the week. And I really appreciate those moments because, during those conversations, it is really fruitful and she gives me the wise counsel. So these are the times I really cherish.
Same, but not car rides, but just advice on a whole. My mom, I would say, is very wise, and she's been through a lot, knows a lot. So I really look forward to her counsel, and it's done with so much love and with experience, and she gives reasoning and explanation behind it. So just definitely having someone that I know I can go to for advice on anything, I will cherish forever.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I
Yes.
feel good to hear that, Ali. I feel like if my eyes are tearing up, my sister.
You're doing well so far. You're doing well so far. Yes, Kathy, it's really good when you can really talk and share the experiences you had with your children. And we do so because we do not want them to make the same errors, or we do so because we say, you know what? We see you going this way and we know you can reach for the stars. And we
Yes.
like how you're going. So we
Yes.
just want to encourage you on the road, and we talk with you.
Yes.
And we guide you and push you forward.
Yes, yes. That guidance
Yeah.
is so important. And parents may not realize, but children look forward for it.
Yeah. That open relationship is really good, and conversation.
Yeah, that's right. Question:
Yeah.
do you think that you all, as teenagers, you all have it tougher than us
Yeah.
from our day?
I don't think so, because I know definitely now that our families would be more financially stable than your families were.
For sure.
And I think now we have your expertise to build off of, so we definitely won't be making some of the same mistakes that y'all would have made, because y'all probably didn't have the counsel that we have now in y'all. So I think we definitely have it easier.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with Tam. Even though we as teenagers or young people may face our own difficulties, it's nothing compared to what your generation went through. Because sometimes in family meetings or family occasions, I would listen to the stories my uncle would give me. Sometimes they used to have to work to go to school, the gifts they used to get as a little child. It made me realize, okay, Destiny, you have nothing to worry about. You cannot be fretting. You are just a happy child. So to answer your question, no, we didn't have it hard.
The fact that we went to school with cars.
Yeah. And
that-
we walk.
Yeah.
We walked and we ran up the hill to catch a bus, and that is after filling 2 barrels with
Of
water
water,
from up the
yeah.
hill, and after tying out goat
Yeah.
and doing all kind of stuff, beef in the dark in the morning, and still running to get an early bus. If you miss the bus, you're catching your tail because you don't have the money. But these kids, they jump in mommy and daddy's
Yeah.
car, drop
Yeah.
them to school, pick them up,
Yeah.
lunch pack. It is just different. You all got spending money.
Yes.
You get spending money you could save from. We didn't have that. What we have, we could just buy a little
Icebox.
a queso ball,
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
sweet. You all have it wonderful. Toilet and bath. We had outhouses.
They have it good.
You all have it wonderful.
Yes. And we know you all have your little challenges.
Yeah.
And we understand. But when we compare, you all have an advantage, and I'm glad that you all are taking
Yes.
full advantage of that.
Of that advantage.
Mhm.
Agree.
So we're gonna ask you all another question, although I believe we probably touched on it before. But ladies, do you wish that Kathy and I had pushed you all harder academically, spiritually, or otherwise? Or probably we should have pulled back, Mommy, oh my gosh, you wasn't quarreling for me to pass this exam, or you only want me to read my Bible. What do you all think?
No, as I said previously, I think that my parents, my mom, did a great job raising me, because I feel like if she pushed me too hard, the result or the outcome may have been different. So I applaud mommy for what she have done so far and what she will continue to do.
Same. I don't think that there's anything more she could have done. And I don't think anything she could have done less? I don't think so, you know. I mean, probably in the moment then it'd be like, oh gosh. But now in retrospect, I don't think so. I think it was well done.
Okay. I thought I should have pushed Destiny a little harder.
Wait, what?
Because Kathy,
Mm-hmm.
Destiny started piano lessons.
Ah.
And what grade Destiny? Second grade. She decided, oh gosh, I'm busy with dance. But she could have done the both.
Yes.
And I kept pushing her. She really loved dance, but looking back now, as you said, in retrospect, I should push this child a little harder to finish it with grade 8.
Yes.
But it's not too late.
It's not too late.
What is it there? It's not too late.
Yeah, I agree.
Question.
What are 3 things or traits you love about your mom?
Okay, for me, mom is definitely outspoken. She's very honest. She's not going to lie or water it down. And she's very loving. Even with the honesty, it's not just hurt your feelings, it's done with love.
Okay. I would say my mommy is very selfless. I love how she is confident, and I love how she loves her family.
Okay, we'll take
that.
We want you all to be a little gentle here with this question, please. We asking from in front. So you all love that about us. So let me give them one trait that they don't like about us. We don't want to ask for it too much because oh gosh, Kathy, and they mightn't finish today.
One is enough.
One is enough.
Yes.
One trait you all do not like about us.
Going
We can
first.
take it. We can take it. We can take it.
Okay, so I would say, well, my mommy, she is a bit strong-minded, so she thinks that she is always right.
I am.
Okay, so sometimes when she believes that theory, I feel like other opinions doesn't matter. So that is one small trait I don't like about my mom.
For me is sometimes, let's say in a little argument, I wouldn't say an argument, intense moments of fellowship. Sometimes she goes on a little long. No, when I say go on a little long, it means that she's gotten her point across, and we've heard it. But sometimes she's just like, okay, mommy, we heard you, yes, you know, yeah,
But they want to make sure.
I want to make sure they get it.
Yes.
Yes. I don't want to be a nag, you know.
Yeah, and you're repeating it.
Yes,
Just in case
for
they miss.
reinforcement.
Thank you. In case they miss. Because you're a teacher, a good teacher, repeat the method over and over and over. And as parents, we are good teachers.
Tammy, as you say that, I could recall, because my mommy, she would say something, Destiny, I don't like this. 2 minutes later, I could sleep and get up. My mommy, Destiny, I told you about. It's too much. That's the point.
Well, I wasn't sure when you fell asleep. Oh, okay, so we will improve on that, Katya. A little bit.
Yes,
a
we
little
will.
bit,
We will.
a
We
little
will.
bit.
Question: if your mom was a character from a movie, a book, or a TV show, who would she be?
Good question. Well, for me, I would say Taraji P. Henson. And the reason why I said that is because she acted in a movie called Proud Mary. And her role was Mary, of course. She was the main character. And her role was a professional assassin when she had to kill her enemy. Now, guys, we're not going to focus on that part, right? And when she killed this enemy, she realized that this enemy had a son, a child. And she only discovered that when she killed the enemy. And in the movie, you could see the determination. She had to protect the child. And this reminds me of my mommy because I know that my mommy will make sure that I am happy and protected at all times. I know my mommy will spend or give up her last cent, her limbs, just for me to feel happy or to feel comfortable. So that's why I chose Taraji.
That was good.
Yeah, so that was real good.
That was
boy.
deep.
Thank you.
No, you
Thank you.
Thank you. It's so many because I watch a lot of movies. But one that's kind of out of the way, I would say she is like, I don't know, I can't remember her name, but the grandmother from Moana. She was very understanding, and even though society has its set rules and things for you to do, she still always encourages you to do what your heart says, and go where you want to go, and always supportive. So yeah.
Okay, good answer.
Yeah. When Destiny was speaking about Proud Mary and that she's an assassin, I mean, the Lord. But the truth is, Kathy, as a mother, you would really do anything in your power for your children.
Yes.
Anything, to make sure that they are comfortable, that we give them what we didn't have, and not just toys and superficial things that they say want to give your children because you didn't have it. Not that. We want to give them a good future. We want to make sure that they are educated. We want to make sure, most importantly, that they are saved and that they go to heaven to meet Jesus.
Yeah.
And these are the things that we will die for and be assassin for.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I think about the Moana grandmother, Tamara wanted to be a judge. That's what she wanted to be at school. So I said, well, girl, you have to get into law. So she chose the subjects for law. She did well at it, but she was also playing the violin. And then along the line, we are going down the road for the law. And then she just stops and say, Mommy, I want to further my music. I mean, that's two different ends of the pendulum. It was like, what's happening here? And then I said, are you sure that's what you want to do? And she says yes. And spoke to Dad, and we said, okay, if you're sure that is where your heart is going, we are going to support you.
Yeah.
So we encourage them where they feel that where they're feeling led.
Yeah.
And sometimes where they're passionate about. Some parents, I want you to be a doctor, and you better be a doctor. Doctor making money. And you push that child to be that doctor, and is the most unhappy doctor you could find. Yeah. So let us ensure that our children are happy in whatever they do.
And then, too, Kathy, and what I've heard from other children, that they end up resenting their parents because they felt you wanted me to live your life.
Yes, you're living life vicariously through me.
That's right. And I am not happy. And they then leave that same profession later on in life, now have to start all over again. And you really, instead of helping your child, which you think as a parent that you are doing, you really set your child back further. So really, Kathy, I like that you're really a good encourager, and you really look at, from what I've seen with your three girls, you really push them where they are passionate about and not what you and Ronnie wanted, and that is really, really good.
Yeah.
So my next question is, what is the most important thing your mom has taught you?
The most important thing my mommy has taught me is that anything that I'm doing while I'm alive, it must glorify God and to not let my soul corrode. So I would say that is the most important thing.
Destiny, you read my mind, girl. For real, she always taught us to look at our salvation with fear and trembling, and no matter what we do that we can't, not work out our salvation, and we can't just, get too caught up in life and what we want to do and this and what we want to have, and not make time for Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes. I always, I would say you are a Christian who is a musician.
Yeah.
Not a musician who is a Christian.
Yeah.
So that you put God first in everything. And when we do that, all things fall into place.
And Kathy, for me, it have always been for my husband and I, amidst all the accomplishment,
Yeah.
for us, if you do not have the Lord, and if you are not where you're supposed to be with Him, we are not happy.
That's right.
We are not happy because it doesn't matter as the scripture say again, the whole world, and then you lose your soul. I feel as a parent, and I'm not saying where you did your best as a parent and your children decide to do otherwise. That's okay. God will do the rest, but it mustn't be where you fail to tell them about the Lord.
So true.
And you let them live anyhow.
Yeah.
You must do your part, but it's up to them and God to do the rest.
Yeah.
But I must be able to say, you know what? I told Destiny and Dana.
Yeah.
I told them about the Lord.
Yes, and I want to encourage parents, even sometimes as your children want to go to school and advance, you want them to become, sometimes you would push the schooling so much that you pull back on the things of God.
Yeah.
And it's a something that will encourage you not to do. Try to still create that balance because your child needs that backing of God even as they are studying.
Yeah. That really is an error, eh?
An error.
And then too, you will see as parents, Kathy, and we will make sure that we want our children to pass the CXC. We're making sure that we send them to lessons.
Yeah.
And Sunday school, no, it's too early. They have to sleep.
Yeah.
Or it's too late. Or they have something else to do. So we as parents, we have to know the priorities also.
Yes.
And know that, yes, send them for the lesson. Yes, they have to achieve. But concerning Sunday school and discipleship, what are you doing for them in those areas?
So very true.
Yeah.
So very true. Question. What is one thing moms do not get about teenagers? Well, in this case, you all have both stepped over teenagers, right?
Yeah.
You all are over. All right? But what do you all think we just don't get?
I would say some trends, Me as a person, I would get excited about certain clothing wear, certain shoes, certain gadgets, and I would bring this to my mommy's attention. And she is unbothered. She is like, Destiny, this is what you're excited for? Girl, go and read a book. That is my mommy. So I would say, that is one thing she may not understand about us teenagers or young people.
Yes.
True.
I would say for teenagers is that the need to socialize. It's definitely different nowadays than it was before. So, going to the mall and the sleepovers and having each other on social media and being able to have a device where you can get social media with your friends, because a lot of things happen on social media and it feeds over into the classroom, and then you like a little poor me one on the side because you're not on Facebook, so you don't know what's going on, you're not in the line, you're not in the it thing, and it's just like they need to socialize and fellowship with their peers.
Well, we will get it, but you know what, Kathy? And we ain't happy with the sleepovers.
No.
We're happy at that at
We're
all.
not happy with the sleepovers. That's American TV. All right? What do you call it? A slumber party? No.
Yeah, no. Kathy,
Yeah.
I know my children, they will come by you.
Yes.
They'll go by Auntie Sue,
Yes.
Uncle Melvin, Uncle Holick. I know
Yes.
the homes.
Yes.
And I know the homes they're sleeping by the granny.
Yes.
I know where they're sleeping.
Yes.
Other than that,
Yes.
you'll go in the park where I can see you all with your friends.
Yes.
Meet them while the sun hot
Yeah.
and come back home.
Yes. Or we could drop you off by the mall.
Yes.
The alignment, and we come and we pick you up at a certain time.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Nah, auntie, I driving.
Yes. While you're driving? No.
Yes.
We're talking about the teenagers.
Yes.
Alright.
Because the slumber party sometimes, Kathy, or you having children come across and they're sleeping, and sometimes while you are sleeping, you don't know what they're teaching your children.
Yes.
Especially when they're young.
Yes. If I'm going to give a story. Tammy is laughing already. We brought over a classmate. She wanted this classmate to come by us. And we are so, okay, we want to be good parents. She want to bring her over. So we went for the child. We brought her over. She came by us. Well, you all know it's a Christian home. So one day my husband called me, Tamara and the girl in the gallery. The girl teaching Tamara how to wind down to the ground. If all you see antics and if all you see the kind of wine, my husband say, back to her mother's house.
Yes.
That same evening, she was packed up and taken back home because you have to be careful. You're trying to protect and teach your children certain things. And she is there now teaching Tamara to be the best winer girl in town.
No.
Not at all.
No, you have to be careful, and we have to be wise as parents. And yes, you say, oh, so you don't want your children to mix with other children. No, we want to make sure that we know the home you come from. We want to make sure that we know your standard. We want to be around you a little more before I send my children to stay by you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it's not a matter of judging, but God gave us these gifts, and we want to take care of it.
Yes.
Katyan, do you have any more questions for these girls?
Yeah, of course. What do you think we love most about you?
Go ahead.
Okay. I think my mommy loves that I'm loving, forgiving, I'm expressive and passionate. I would say that.
Yes, I think my mom loves that I am black or white, that I don't compromise when I make up my mind about something, and also that I listen, that I'm obedient.
Yeah.
And they tell you that?
Yeah. I was listening to hear what she's going to say, because speaking with Kathy, and I know what Kathy really love about each of her girls, and she really loved that Tammy is black and white and Tammy is obedient. And I think being obedient is really a blessing, and the scripture speaks about it, that your life will be long. And I am saying not only that your life will be long, God will prosper you, because God gives your mother to you as a guide, and sometimes we may not agree with what our parents say, but that act of obedience comes with a blessing. And Tammy, because of this, you are blessed. And for Destiny, Kathy, I really love how Destiny is forgiving. Sometimes I would tell my husband, instead of, gosh, what is so? And people will do Destiny all sorts of things, Kathy, and she has this childlike love that she will quickly forgive you and move on. It is so easily done with her, and she will just take you back in, but I still have to guide her, because sometimes you cannot afford to sleep with a snake. You understand? So it's important for me to guide her with this, with wisdom with it, but I would not take it away from her in any way, because I really love that about her.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you have any more?
I have. This is my last question. Are there any similarities between you and your mom?
Yes. My similarities, but our similarities would be we love to laugh.
Yes, we do. Go ahead.
We love to laugh. We are very talkative.
Yeah.
And the fact that we are family oriented, like we always put our family first. We love to make sure that our family is happy and at peace, comfortable. So I think that is our similarity.
Yeah.
Yes. I think we are similar in looks.
Yeah. That's a good one, Tammy.
Definitely in voice as well, because you could confuse people on the phone.
True.
Also family as well, very family oriented.
Amen.
And I think we both have a leadership quality that I would say I inherited from her. This is definitely not, I wouldn't say it's definitely not something I learned along the way, but it's something I just have that I see that my mom has as well. So definitely one thing I took from her as well.
Good, very good. You have any more questions for them?
No, that's about it, Arlene.
Yes. Well, we really enjoyed this day. And this
Yes.
time it was really interesting to hear their thoughts
Yes.
on our parenting style and on what they really think about us. And Kathy Ann, with life we will grow, and we don't have much to change.
It's so true.
Because we write, And, so it just maybe a little here and there we will just tweak.
Yes,
But other than that, we really enjoy this time with you all.
really.
Okay, so we want to thank you for joining us today. This taping was done at the River Estate Museum, close to the bus terminus in Diego Martin. Right, so thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and
And press that notification bell
so thank you for joining us. We'll see you next 2 weeks.
on Azar!
Bye.